What's going on, guys and girls? It's Ghost Robo, and let's play some Spyro Reignited Trilogy. The game may have been recently delayed to November 13th, but I've got footage for you of the third game in the pack, which is my personal favorite. It holds the sweetest spot in my heart. I've got 3 levels to share it with you today, and boy, have they done this dragon justice. It looks so good. Just take a look at this sweet scene from the grass to the great horns. They've made it look marvelous. And after how insanely awesome the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy was, you gotta expect it. You knew they were gonna do this series justice. And if you like the franchise, if it holds any sort of special place in your heart, I think you're gonna love this game. I got to play it at the same event that I played Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, which was the craziest juxtaposition of 2 games back to back, going from Sekiro and that insanity to Spyro, but it worked, and it was a lot of fun.
After you've freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya!
We ain't got time for that. We gotta get through 3 levels here, and this is the smallest of the bunch, a real quick one, but we are going to ram and fire breath our way through it. Yeah, I went from the chaos, the blood, the gore, the intensity of Sekiro, which I love. That game is gonna be so freaking great. I'm a huge Soulsborne fan, so this evolving things and changing it up while staying within the wheelhouse that makes that genre great, it's too awesome. But then after playing that, it was nice to just relax and kick it with Spyro. Again, just such a weird back and forth. Like, if you're gonna have an event and you're gonna pick 2 games, I think like opposite ends of the spectrum, right? But this one should do well when it releases. And again, it was initially supposed to come out in September. They delayed it to mid-November. I hope that eventually it makes its way to Switch. I really feel like it's going to. We got the Crash Trilogy on Switch later on. Hopefully there's not as much of a delay. I've even thought about the possibility and potential that maybe the delay allows them to announce it for Switch. We know that Nintendo has a few games that they're saving for this fall. Could this be one of them?
Spyro, my friend, how about a hint on gliding?
You bet!
For the longest glide, press the jump button at the top of your jump, and try pressing the action button to drop down mid-flight.
He's so proud of his tip. He's got a cool paintbrush, which also has a pretty cool tip. And this lady is going to teach us. Oh, she's not going to teach us anything. She's going to let us replay the dragon. We're not going to do that. We know what he said. I can glide my way over here, grab some gems, and get on with it. I love the foliage here. I know that's like a small thing to focus on, but it really looks good. And, you know, it shows that they put the oomph of the machine behind this remake. And I don't know, like, I don't know that I'd want to play through them in their entirety, because it's not my favorite game and not my favorite genre, but it definitely was fun, and like, I'm definitely going to get it when it comes out, if for nothing else than how gorgeous they have made these games. So my story with Spyro 3 is I'm old enough that I lived in an era when rentals and demos were a really big deal, and not the kind of demos that you download, but the kind that you go to Target to play. So my mom shopped at Target often, and I would go with her, and me and my brother Jake loved seeing what game was in the the PlayStation kiosk, or in the N64, eventually GameCube kiosk, the Game Boy and GBA kiosk. And I feel like Spyro Year of the Dragon was there forever. I don't know how long it actually was, but I felt like it was trip after trip after trip. And me and Jake loved it. I don't know why we loved it so much, but we had a blast with our Target Spyro sessions, and that is why it definitely is my favorite personally.
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
Now, I could be wrong on this point, maybe I'm misremembering, but I swear that the 3rd level that we'll see today is actually a level that was in that Target demo. Icy in hand, PlayStation controller, and Spyro. That was how we spent our shopping trips while my mom grabbed whatever the heck she was getting. We're about to switch levels here, so let's say goodnight to this first one, which provided a wonderful little welcome into the world of Year of the Dragon remaster. But we'll move from here somewhere a little bit different. I will say that I forgot how easy Spyro is, and there's elements, if you want to collect everything, that can be challenging, but
we were carving have come to life. They've locked us out of our temples and stolen our food.
because my I guess memory of the era is when I was very young, and then revisiting Crash last year, which is incredibly difficult in comparison to some games today. You know, especially if you're going to beat those levels with any sense of perfection, or if you're going to try to get through all of the extra levels and whatnot. Like, that was a challenge, and it didn't feel like a chore. I was really impressed with how well the Insane Trilogy, like, how it holds up. I thought the first Crash game, like, I don't know, that was one of my favorite hands on the controller experience of last year, and it was super old, but it still came through in terms of mechanics and how much fun those were in the modern era. I don't know if Spyro is going to be able to do that to the same level. I feel like it is more of a piece of nostalgia rather than a piece of, like, ooh, really awesome gameplay. That's just my personal opinion. I know there's some people that love Spyro and some people that prefer Spyro over Crash. I definitely prefer the Insane Trilogy over the Spyro Reignited Trilogy because I like platformers, and I like the difficulty, and I just like the pressure that Crash puts on you. I find that to be incredibly fun, and it's a blast on Switch. But, you know, Spyro has a different style, a different sense. It is a more pleasant affair. This level was probably my least favorite of the three. I don't remember these green guys at all, and that was another fun element of my demos, was that like, outside of the third stage, which you'll see, and maybe if you've played the Spyro demo I'm talking about, you can tell me if this was actually a Meteor the Dragon demo. There's one specific part in particular. But, like, I don't remember these green guys at all. I don't even remember the fairies. And maybe I'm just, I don't know, maybe I'm getting too old, but I was like, wait, what? There's these little weird green guys? Like, I remember the dragons. I remembered your little flutterbug dude there. But I did not recall some of the elements as these guys pound the doors down, and we'll grab some purple gems, bringing our total to 68. I'm like that. Like, I try to pull myself away from it, but I have to collect stuff. Like, if it's there, even though it's a demo, like, I felt bad just leaving them
You're pretty tough.
to
If you
linger.
ever want a permanent job, we've got a place for...
A permanent job for Spyro? Right here, my dude. What a nice offer. That is going to be our gateway home. But there's one more room with a few gems that we will... yeah, there's a few gems here. There's also a river that can lead us back to the start of the stage. Take a little swim just because I thought the water looked really pretty. A nice teal. It's not saying, like, ooh, there's gross algae down here. It's just like, man, tropical. That's how I like my water. So waterfall will return us to the beginning, in which case we'd have to wind our way through the paths once more. Fire and water, they normally don't mix well, but Spyro doesn't care. So we will hop out of here and head to the third level. Was this from the demo? The target demo?
Oh my, can you help us? Hordes of ferocious Rhinox have overrun our town and kidnapped the mayor.
Yes. Little cute guy there, and this is where the memories were really brought back for me, ramming and rupturing these Rhinox as we go. Little frogs saying hello and being super cute. Are you guys planning on picking up Spyro Reignited? How do you feel about the delay? I thought September was a really great date for it, September 21st, but it got bumped to mid-November, which puts it right in the thick of a lot of other things. You know, I'd say October is the most dangerous month, so it's out of the way of that a bit, and it's right before Black Friday, Thanksgiving, you know, the real holiday rush, which is good. But I am curious to see how this one sells. Crash did super well, but that had, I feel, a little bit more of a cushion around it space-wise, and just mindshare wise may have established more. But I'll be super curious to compare the sales and just see
Too big to charge. You'll have
see how people feel about these two franchises. Like which one ends up being more popular, more of the people's choice. You guys have a thought of that? You think does Spyro have enough oomph in his tank to rival Crash? I do hope it comes to Switch. I think it would fit really great there. I know there's been little rumors for a while now about like either Crash or Spyro and Smash. I don't think that's gonna happen anymore. Even though I think they'd fit as characters, it just doesn't feel like it's in the cards. Sakurai is digging deep into Nintendo nostalgia with characters like King K. Rool, and I feel like that is where they'll focus. Obviously, they brought in Simon Belmont, which is a third party, and there is room for another third party character, I definitely believe. But I think it might have a little bit more Nintendo-y vibe and lore behind it. So I'm not expecting them, although I think that would have been cool. Okay, we're almost getting to the point where we're going to see the part that specifically sparked my memory. It is a skateboard section, which you may remember. And I feel like that was something that Jake and I tried to perfect back at Target. I love those ices. I eat like super healthy now, so I probably never have them. But man, those like cherry Coke ices and the blue raspberry ices, that was my jam back in whatever the heck year. When did this game first come out? When was I playing Spyro Year of the Dragon and eating these ices, drinking these ices? It was the year 2000. Okay, that feels about right. It feels about right. Almost 2 decades ago. Holy crap, how time flies. It's crazy as you start to creep up there to consider like how long it's been. Even some recent games that I love, like if you go back and say like, hey, BioShock just had its 11th anniversary. Like, what? Really? Really? People are talking about like Dead Space has already been gone for so many years, and it's just like, what the heck is going on? Alright, so this opens up the return to the level we'll select in this this demo that I played, and we grab Sanders, who is definitely ready to go. Dragon Tales vibes there. We're gonna go check out the skateboard track, and you guys can let me know if this was part of the demo. Let me know how you feel about Spyro in general. Love to hear your take. Hope you guys enjoyed the game play. Thanks to Activision for letting me capture it and come out there and play both Sekiro and Spyro. I had an absolute blast. And if you're interested in Sekiro, the opposite end of the Spyro spectrum, definitely check those videos out as well. I got 3 on my channel with exclusive footage. That is really, really awesome. But this section right here,
I found this gladiator training.
this is the one.
You can't catch all.
This is the one that I remember. Let me know if it was in the demo. I love you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of the show. And until next time, everybody, thanks so much. Have a fantastic day. Drink some hot chocolate. Until next time, we will see you all later.